Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to our session today. I am your instructor, CPA Ringo Frederick. And basically today I want us to talk about the effects of transitioning from the previous system and the current system. Of course, we're talking about Kasneb. So at this point, majority of the students, now that the results have been released, majority of the students are really kind of in the middle of between a rock and a soft sand to know, or rather they don't know what's next. So that's what I want us to discuss today, and basically the basis of our discussion, it is purely under the questions that a majority of you have been asking. So let us start by understanding the previous system. We'll go deep and look at the current system and see the effect of these students who were under the previous system and probably they didn't manage to pass their all papers in August. So understanding the previous system of Kasneb, and the main thing we are talking about advanced level, which used to be part 3. So under the previous system, we used to have 6 papers, whereby if you are through the 6 papers, of course, you are given certification that you've completed your CPA. But under the current system, you'll find that once you're done with these written papers, because you'll be having 3 compulsory papers, you can specialize in 1 or 2 papers. In addition to that, you will be required to do a practical paper, which is business and data analytics. Then once you are done with the business analytics papers, you will be required again within a period of 1 year to attend the workshops, which will be organized by in conjunction with Kasneb and ISPAC. Of course, they'll come up with a number of points that at least you have to attain before you are given a certification. So you'll find that the whole idea is that after you're done with the written papers, which can either be 5 or 4 papers, depending with the number of units that you specialize, then you are through with a practical paper. You'll have again another 1 year before you're given certification. Of course, this will be a matter of you attending these workshops and seminars. For those who are not employed, you will be required also to attend some internship programs to maybe whichever company that you're going to be lucky to attend this internship. So that is one thing that we should understand under the new Kasneb system, which by the way is very good. More so whenever we are talking of business data analytics, you'll find that after you are through with all your papers, you'll be having something to show that actually you've done a professional paper. And the good thing is that if at all you get a chance to attend a college, or rather maybe you get a good training in this practical paper, you'll find that you'll be in a very good position compared to the students who are cleared under the previous system. So that's what I'm saying is a plus to the students under the new system. So that's one important thing that we should be able to understand. Now, let us come to this big question. What will happen if at all you are under the previous system, you did your exams in August, and unfortunately things went south? So what will happen to you? So in this case, I'm going to base, of course, this discussion with the questions that a majority of you have been asking. So I'm going to start, of course, with this one question that one of the students had asked, that Mwalimu, what will happen if at all I failed all the papers and they were currently they are under specialization? So this is what will happen, assuming you are under the previous system, right? Of course, under the previous system, we had advanced financial reporting, advanced auditing, talk about, of course, advanced taxation, as well as leadership management, advanced financial management, as well as MA. This is what we used to have under the previous system. Now, out of these 6 papers, you will find that advanced auditing, advanced tax, advanced management accounting, and of course, which this unit was not previously there, but under this current system is there, and advanced public financial management. So you'll find that the units which were previously there are MA, talk about advanced tax, as well as advanced auditing. So what will happen if at all you have failed all these papers? It's possible, and I know some of you have failed all these papers. So this is how you are going to be affected. If at all you have failed all these papers, which are now under specialization, you will be synced to the new system automatically. And that is to say, you will be subjected to the rules under the current system, which is of you doing a practical paper, as well as of you attending the seminars and workshops which will be organized by Kasneb and ISPAC. So in that case, you are affected directly. The other question will be, which also one of the students had asked, that Mwalimu, what will happen to me that I've now cleared my CPA, all the papers? So in this case, if you are under the previous system and you are done with all the papers, of course, in that case, you will be automatically given a certificate of completion. Now, you'll be proud to say that you're a CPA finalist. Of course, that is as easy as that, right? Then the other key element here, a good student had asked, Mwalimu, what will happen if at all I have failed one paper and I was under the previous system, and this specific paper is advanced financial reporting? A very good and honest question from this student, right? So in the event that you are under the previous system, okay? God forbid, or rather things have went south and you've failed FR. What you should understand that currently advanced financial reporting is under the new system. Advanced financial reporting is compulsory. And therefore, unfortunately, if you had failed FR, then you will be synced to the new system. You will be synced to the new system automatically. And that is to say, you'll have to do that advanced financial reporting. As things stands now, we are talking as things stands now, unless Kasneb decides to maybe stretch their golden hand and maybe pardon these students. But as things are as at now, if you had failed advanced financial reporting, you'll be synced to the new system and therefore subjected to the policies under the new system. That is to say, you'll have to sit for practical paper, which is business data analytics, as well as you'll be subjected to these seminars and workshops organized by Kasneb. Very important to note that. I believe I've answered that question clearly. Now, another question that one of the students had asked here is that, Mwalimu, what will happen if at all I had cleared all the papers and had remained with the papers that are now under specialization, but unfortunately I have failed? Example, I've failed tax. So here is also a very honest student. In this case, you'll find that under the previous system, this student had cleared all the papers. unfortunately, maybe he didn't attend Mdarasa classes. He failed tax. What will happen to this student? But all the other papers, remember, this student has passed. So tax is under specialization under the current system. But you have failed, so you have cleared all the other papers. As things are now, these are good news to you. In this case, you'll find that you will be given what you are referring to as a transitional credit. And therefore, in such an event, you should smile because you're done with CPA. Right? In this case, you'll be given a transitional credit. And therefore, maybe if at all you want to specialize, you can tell Kasneb, kindly don't release me, allow me to do this tax. Or better still, I can advise that you can do a post-qualification paper, which will be very important to you as well. Maybe in the event that you are really yearning to specialize in tax. You can either decide to tell Kasneb, kindly don't release me, I want to do this specialization paper, or better still, you can do it as a post-qualification paper. Here is another question. Remember, I'm just trying to answer some of the questions that you guys were asking. Another question that one asked is that, Mwalimu, what will happen if at all I was under the previous system and I only passed one specialization paper, which is now under specialization. I only passed one paper, which is now under specialization. So what will happen? But I've failed the other papers which are under specialization. So in this case, just to be honest, in this case, your fate is with Kasneb, because they haven't, or rather the information that I do have, and I want us to understand each other. I'm not speaking on behalf of Kasneb. That is what I want us to be very, very, very keen. I'm not speaking on behalf of Kasneb. But the information that I do have as at now, in the event that maybe you've passed all the other papers, and you've maybe given, you've passed all the other papers except for specialization, and under this specialization, you've only passed one paper, right? So in this case, that is to say, you have other papers which are under specialization, but you fail. So that's what I'm saying. In this event, your fate is with Kasneb. Once, of course, an official communication has been made, or once I'll be having an info, I'll have to share with you in relation to that. That is, say, for example, maybe you are doing MA, tax, and auditing, and maybe you fail, say, like, you fail, say, like, 2 papers, right? If you fail 2 papers, of course, in that event, you will be subjected to specialization. We are just taking a break, just a moment. Okay, sorry for that little disruption. So as I was saying, remember this is live. That's why we've not kind of edit the same. You might think that why didn't you edit the video so that you can continue, Mwalimu? This is live. That's why you'll find that things are just being streamed live. So in this case, as I was saying, like maybe assuming you did say like MA, tax, and advanced auditing and assurance. And maybe you fail either of the 2 papers and you've only passed 1 paper. So that's what I'm saying. In this case, your fate is with Kasneb. Once probably they have communicated, I'll definitely share with you guys. Then here's another person asking, like, that is intermediate. So we are talking of advanced as at now. So here is a person asking that he had cleared, that he had done some papers in part 3. That is, of course, in sometimes back 2017. But unfortunately, he failed the papers that were under section the papers that were under section 6 then. So this student is asking what will be his fate. My producer just click enter. So in this case, you'll find that maybe this student, the question is, what will happen to him? So if at all you are coming in and you want to clear your papers, so you had registered earlier on under part 3. Remember, if you had not cleared your papers by August, you'll be synced automatically to the new system. You will be synced automatically to the new system. And that is to say, you'll be subjected to all the rules under the new system, So that is very important. That is very important to know. That is for students who had maybe had attempted this paper some times back before the syllabus changed. And in this case, they want to come and clear the paper. So that is very important to note. Then I'm having here another person asking, in regard to those people who are employed, what will happen given that Kasneb will require an internship, maybe an internship letter. So for these students actually who are in employment, you don't need to worry, because post exams you'll have to present only that employment letter. So long as you've attended all the seminars and you've attained probably the points that Kasneb will set, you'll just be good to go. Once you've presented your employment letter. So I'm having so many questions that I'm not sure if I'm going to clear these questions now. What I'll advise is that just below this video, we do have a WhatsApp group link. Kindly you can join this group where we are discussing more of the transitional effects to these students. So kindly I wish you to join that group, and we'll be discussing more of that. So the other segment that I also want us to talk about, and the majority of you have seen, you've asked, is basically in relation to the practical paper, business data analytics paper. Big question will be, what entails this paper? How is it going to be administered? How can I study this paper? Will it be done after written papers, or you can do it concurrently with the other papers? How long will it take for you to complete? Is it compulsory? All these, I know, are some of the questions that probably you are asking yourselves, right? So one thing that I want us to be very clear, that first of all, this business data analytics is a very good paper under this system. And it will kind of add more value to you. And that's what I'm saying. These students will be clearing Kasneb under the current system. They'll be more advantageous compared to the students who had cleared these papers under the previous system. One thing is that you'll have to be required to have various knowledge of bit to do with R, of bit to do with Python programming language. So it's not entirely, because I know majority of you have been told that it's just Excel. I'm telling you for sure it's not only Excel. Business data analytics paper is not only Excel, but it has comprised of various programming languages, basic, which you must be very good with them. And the main one is R. I know you're an accounting student, so you're asking, Mwalimu, what is R? Of course, you're going to learn. We're also having Python when it comes to the aspect of analysis of data. And in that case, in addition to that, you'll also be required to have a very good knowledge when it comes to advanced Excel, because recall, it will be purely about data analysis. Then one of the big question again is that one who had asked, how will this paper be administered? As I've mentioned earlier on, I'm not speaking on behalf of Kasneb. I'm not speaking on behalf of Kasneb. But the information that I do have is that this paper will be form of a project paper, whereby you'll be given a task for you to complete, of course, as a project. And you'll be given, of course, these devices where you can present your project, either using flash disk, that is a common, because nowadays CDs are not commonly used. Of course, you have to present these details in your project in form of flash disk. The big question will be, how is it going to be analyzed? There's a video for another day. I'm going to do it for you and share it on this platform. So I'll really request that for business data analytics, I'll do a video explaining more of that. So I've done another video initially, which the video, you're going to get the link under this video. So I'll also advise you guys that you can join this group where we normally tend to discuss more of this business data analytics, as well as to do with these transitional changes. In the event that you have any question, of course, our number has been indicated below this video. You can always talk to us, and we'll be there to guide you. So to this juncture, guys, thank you so much. We can meet in the next session where we'll be discussing business data analytics. And maybe as I'm clearing this video, of course, I cannot forget to mention about Mdarasa. We have CPA classes which are ongoing, and you can always join us anytime. We have two packages. The first package is the one that you can control your own timetable. The other package is the one that you attend Mdarasa classes as per Mdarasa timetable. Both of them are effective. You can study at your own time. That's the beauty with technology. And at that point, you'll find that we'll just be smiling as our students who had to clear the paper in August. All of us will be smiling next time. Thank you so much, guys. Let us meet in our next session. Thank you.